Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to remove medical collections from your credit report. And to do this, we're going to need to exercise more of your consumer rights. This time, those granted by the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, passed way back in 1970. This federal legislation enables us to dispute and challenge any item on our credit report so long as we believe it's inaccurate, misleading, or made in error. There's 3 ways to dispute your credit report. You can do it online, over the phone, or by mail. And if you have this collection listing on all 3 of your credit reports, you're going to have to file 3 credit bureau disputes. One with Experian, one with Equifax, and one with TransUnion. These are 3 separate entities, 3 separate businesses. Once the credit bureaus get your dispute, they first get to decide if it's frivolous, which they'll respond by requesting more information, or if it's a valid dispute. Only on valid disputes, they're required to investigate that item, and they'll only investigate valid disputes. They call it a re-investigation, as if there was an investigation before that item was slapped on your credit report. Nevertheless, during their investigation, they're going to contact the data furnisher, which in this case is the collection agency. It's the company that's reporting that information about you, and they're going to request verification of your account. If the account is verified, then it'll stay on your credit report, and potentially some of that information can be updated. The more common result of credit bureau investigations, re-investigations, is the item is not verified, and if that happens, then in compliance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, this means the credit bureaus must remove that item from your credit report. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, if you've been keeping up with us and this is the 3rd part of this video series. This is why it's so important to get the debt collector to agree when you make that settlement payment that they'll stop reporting your account information, because then when the credit bureaus investigate the item, it's not going to be verified. Nevertheless, this is how you go about actually getting the item off of your credit report. And the big challenge, and what causes most people to just give up and go away and live with bad credit, the credit bureaus, when they're virtually guaranteed to find your dispute frivolous. If they do this, they're going to ask you for more information. You should comply with their request, but this is nothing more than a stall tactic, and we'll share more here. Their hope and their goal is that you'll just give up and go away, because most people do. Most people won't tell you this either. The credit bureaus, when they conduct an investigation, this is a $4 billion per year estimated earnings industry. When they investigate and correct even the most obvious of errors on your credit report or my credit report, that's only an expense for them. They don't earn a nickel by removing even the most obvious of errors off of anyone's credit report. It's only an expense. This is why Congress originally passed the Fair Credit Reporting Act that required the credit bureaus to do this and give you people, everyday hardworking Americans, a way to say, hey, credit bureaus, there's an error on my credit report that needs to be fixed and removed because it's screwing up my credit score and as such, screwing up my life. Please fix it. In 2015, all 3 credit bureaus collectively paid $6 million and agreed to pay $6 million to 31 state attorney generals for allegedly violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The FTC and the CFPB, both government agencies, have repeatedly fined all 3 credit bureaus for violating this law. This is in addition to consumer lawsuits, and the most notable is in 2013, Julie Miller with Equifax. She woke up one day and discovered 38 bogus collection accounts on her credit report. She did exactly what the Fair Credit Reporting Act says she was supposed to do. She disputed Equifax. They kept saying that her dispute was frivolous and kept requesting more information. She supplied them with her W-2s, pay stubs, tax returns, her DNA, hair sample, firstborn child. Yes, that's a small exaggeration, but after 2 years, they were still saying that her dispute was frivolous. She finally got fed up and sued them. She was awarded by a federal jury over $18 million, which was later reduced by a federal judge, but it was $1.8 million was the total winnings. The craziest part about it is even a federal judge found their behavior so obnoxious, so reprehensible, that he awarded Julie Miller 9 times her compensatory award in punitive damages, just for the annoyance and the frustration of it all. And at the end of the day, your credit, hopefully your problems aren't as bad as Julie's, but your credit score is a lot like your grade point average in glory school days past. It doesn't matter if you're acing all your courses, if you're failing gym class, because that's going to ruin your overall GPA. And the same principle applies to your credit score, and that's why it's so important and so essential that we get this collection listing and any of those negative, damaging, derogatory items off of your credit report. And here's the good news. Well, we encourage our members to consider professional, legal, and reputable credit repair companies to help with this, because here's the good news. In 2016 alone, over 9 million negative items were removed from consumer credit reports. One of the best firms is the Credit Pros. They've helped their clients remove late payments, collections, charge-offs, judgments, liens, repossessions, foreclosures, even bankruptcy marks from their credit report. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article on our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.